This video chart presentation of Godfather Media Inc. brought to you by allpennystocks.com. Godfather is a pink sheet listed stock trading their ticker GFMD. You can see immediately looking at this chart up around $1.50 about a year ago. Stock has slid all the way down to sub-penny range, and it's a little bit of a channel making slightly lower lows. Market just opened this morning, stock's pushing upward just a little bit. Looks like it could be trying to find a true bottom down here at trip 09. People like to play these sub-pennies know full well if there's a high risk reward to them, they can move fast and furious. So we're just going to take a quick look at the indicators and see if they're giving us any hints this potentially is going to put together some upward pressure. MACD trending right along zero for quite some time. That's a positive divergence as the price per share has been trending down. That's a good thing to see. MACD is oftentimes set like that before a larger move happens. PPO, a little bit of a different look, trending back towards zero. In the shorter term, looks like a bullish cross is happening. ADX, I always reference when it goes below 10 to start to look for a bounce. And this indicator has just been dwelling right along that area for quite some time. Now starting to move slightly upward. Not getting much of a read from the positive and negative DI. But I'd look for this upward trend to try and continue, and for this to try and add some true strength to a direction. Massive separation in the MFI from the 7 away from 14 and 21. I almost always look for some sort of sharp correction in the 7 at that point to get back up near longer term MFIs. Over the last week or so, accumulation distribution starting to move upward. Chaikin money flow also making higher lows. CCI has pushed its way through negative 100. Again, that's a positive sign for a bottom play. And the full stow in oversold territory, making a curl. Perhaps some momentum is starting to come back into this play. Trix still well away from zero, but is starting to put together an upward channel over the last 2 months. Again, that could be giving hints of a sign of shift in trend. RSIs moving back towards 50. It's good to see the 7 pop through 50 like it does through here, but I want to see these longer terms, the red and gold lines of 14 and 21 RSI. If they can break through 50, it's a much stronger bullish indication. As I mentioned, I'd call a true bottom support there at trip 09. And even in the more near term, I'd look just a little bit closer to right up to around 0012 and see if the closing price can continue to hold above that to indicate slightly higher lows being made. From a resistance standpoint, the stock is just now starting to try and pass through resistance at 0014 with the upward pressure it's taken on early this morning. But I'd look for it to stiffen up right up there around 002. It was a pretty solid support level in March and into April. And then when it broke through it at the end of April coming into May, it was serving as a little bit of resistance. So I'd look for that point for resistance to start to come into play a little bit more. Again, at these levels, that's a real nice percentage move to even go up and challenge that point. As always, I would suspect this 50-day moving average is going to serve as some dynamic resistance. And I'd be looking forward to try and take out some month highs and move above this 003435 area. But on a broader perspective, I wouldn't call a heavy primary resistance until up near a penny. Now clearly that's just a huge move from where it is. I don't look for anything like that tomorrow. I'm just trying to identify where some strong resistance points are. The penny mark is always a common psychological barrier. It's proven true with this chart. Static resistance is set pretty heavy there, but the PPS has a long way to go to make that sort of move, and I always look for baby steps to start things out. And for me, that would be of course holding the bottom support at 0009, establishing a new support level slightly higher and holding it, and taking out this first resistance around 002. Volume is 2.1 million shares. I'd always like to see a surge, especially if it's going to try and blow through and hold above the 50-day moving average. It's a more bullish indication if that happens. Not unlike through here, where it tried to make a strong move, big volume day, but then came back and slipped right back down. Want to see some closing prices above that 50-day on a strong increase in volume. It's a classic sub-penny bottom play chart though. As I said, they can move fast and furious, and they do come with a high risk reward, but it's one just to keep an eye on this week and see how it performs. As always, merely my interpretation of the GFMD chart. I'm not a financial consultant. Strongly encourage you to do your own proper due diligence. Consult with a qualified financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. Please visit the allpennystocks.com website to view the full disclaimer disclosure, and do not base any investment decisions upon any material found on the website and/or its video chart. No person employed by All Penny Stocks is a registered investment advisor or licensed broker-dealer. Thank you for watching and trade smart.